Beneath the crushing pressure of the world's oceans, entire civilizations have been swallowed by the tides. These are not just ruins, they are time capsules frozen in the deep, guarding secrets that were never meant to resurface. Today we dive into the restricted depths to uncover 5 of the most mysterious sunken cities on Earth. Prepare to witness what lies beneath the silence. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Yonaguni Monument. Off the coast of Japan's Yonaguni Island lies one of the most controversial structures in the history of archaeology. Discovered by a diver in 1986, the Yonaguni Monument is a massive stone complex featuring sharp angles, flat terraces, and towering pyramids submerged 25 meters underwater. While some scientists claim it is a natural rock formation, its perfect geometry tells a far more mysterious story. Mainstream history says this area was swallowed by the sea over 10,000 years ago, long before humans could build such monoliths. However, researchers point to the existence of stairs, carved channels, and what appear to be animal statues as proof of an advanced lost civilization. Some believe this site is a remnant of the legendary continent of Mu, suggesting that a powerful society existed in the Pacific long before recorded history began. If Yonaguni was built by human hands, it rewrites everything we know about the origins of civilization. As the currents swirl around these silent stone walls, we are left to wonder if we are looking at a natural wonder or the ruins of a global power that was erased by a prehistoric cataclysm. The truth remains buried in the deep, guarded by the weight of the ocean. Some secrets are meant to stay underwater. Chapter 2. Kalyazin Bell Tower. In the middle of the Volga River, rising 75 meters above the freezing water, stands the lonely bell tower of Kalyazin. Once part of a grand monastery in a thriving Russian city, this structure is the only visible remnant of a world that was intentionally drowned. In the late 1930s, Joseph Stalin ordered the flooding of the entire town to create a massive reservoir, leaving the tower as a haunting monument to what was lost. Beneath the surface lies a complete ghost city, with cobblestone streets, house foundations, and submerged bridges still intact. While the official reason for the flood was energy production, local legends speak of ancient treasures and secret archives that were never evacuated, now guarded by the dark river currents. Some even claim that the bell of the tower, long buried in the mud, still rings on its own as a warning before national disasters. Why was this specific city sacrificed, and what truly remains hidden in its flooded vaults? Today, the tower stands as a silent witness to a history that was erased by human hands. As the ice forms around its base each winter, we are left to wonder if the secrets of Kalyazin are simply resting, or if they are waiting for the day the water finally recedes. Some stories are too heavy to stay buried forever. Chapter 3. Shi Cheng. Deep beneath the calm waters of Qingdao Lake in China lies Shi Cheng, an ancient city that was intentionally flooded in 1959 to make way for a hydroelectric power station. Unlike other sunken sites, this imperial city is remarkably well preserved because it is protected from sunlight, wind, and rain. Today, the city remains standing 40 meters below the surface, featuring massive stone walls and intricate architecture that dates back to the Ming and Qing dynasties. Divers exploring the city have documented 5 grand entrance gates, each decorated with ornate carvings of dragons, lions, and historical inscriptions. The streets are paved with stone, and the residential buildings still have their wooden beams and staircases intact, frozen in time at the bottom of the lake. Although it was a thriving political and economic center for over 1,300 years, the city was completely forgotten by the public until a government survey rediscovered it in 2001. Archaeologists are currently studying the site to understand how the structures have survived so perfectly underwater for over 60 years. Due to the depth and cold temperature of the freshwater, the city remains a pristine time capsule, though access is strictly limited to experienced divers and researchers. The local government is exploring ways to preserve these ruins while considering the possibility of opening certain areas for underwater tourism in the future. Chapter 4. Petrolandia. In the northeast of Brazil, the waters of the São Francisco River partially hide the remains of old Petrolandia, a city that was completely relocated in 1988. The flooding was part of a massive government project to build the Itaparica Dam and provide hydroelectric power to the region. Today, the most striking feature of this sunken town is the ruins of the Sacred Heart of Jesus Church, a massive brick structure that was left unfinished when the water began to rise. The church's high arches and hollow windows stand as a monument to the thousands of people who were forced to abandon their homes and history. Although the upper half of the cathedral is visible from the surface, its lower levels and the surrounding city streets are submerged several meters deep. Divers and boat tours frequently visit the site, documenting how the concrete pillars and the internal shell of the building have remained standing despite decades of constant water pressure. The local government has officially recognized the ruins as a protected cultural site, attracting tourists who are interested in the tragic history of the relocated community. During periods of drought, more of the church becomes visible, revealing the scale of of the original construction plan that was never realized. While the rest of old Petrolandia is now mostly covered in sediment, the church remains a solid landmark used for navigation and as a primary point for underwater photography in the Pernambuco region. Chapter 5. Thonis Heracleion. Located 6 kilometers off the coast of Egypt in the Mediterranean Sea, the ancient city of Heracleion was once the main port of entry for all ships coming from the Greek world. Known as Thonis by the Egyptians, this thriving metropolis was a vital center for international trade and religious ceremonies for centuries. Around the 2nd century before Christ, a combination of earthquakes and massive tidal waves caused the city's soil to liquefy, sending the entire kingdom into the depths of the ocean. The city remained hidden and forgotten for over 1,200 years until it was rediscovered by marine archaeologists in the year 2000. Unlike other ruins, the cold and oxygen-free environment of the sea floor has preserved the city's treasures in extraordinary detail. Divers have uncovered massive 16-foot granite statues of gods and pharaohs, intact temple columns, and hundreds of gold coins scattered among the remains of over 60 ancient shipwrecks. Research is still ongoing at the site, as much of the city remains buried under layers of sediment and sand on the sea floor. Each new discovery provides critical information about the historical relationship between the Greek and Egyptian civilizations during the late period of the pharaohs. Today, Heracleion is considered one of the most important underwater archaeological sites in the world, offering a complete picture of a complex urban society that was suddenly erased from the surface of the earth.